What's up, everyone? Zach Friesen from Finance Bro here. Today we're going to be doing a live stream giving you guys the most up-to-date news on Shiba Inu Coin, Robinhood, everything of that nature. Thank you guys all so much for coming through. I see some people are already in the chat. Shiba Inu to the moon and then Mars. Shiba Inu getting listed November 1st. Boys, what percent of gain could we SHIB if Robinhood do list SHIB? It's a little bit weird wording there, but I'll answer all those things in the live stream today. So let's get into this, man. All right. So first of all, do want to say we are sponsored by Public. So if you guys want to get a free stock with the first link in the description, go ahead and get that. All you have to do is deposit $1. You can get up to $70 worth of free stock, and you can now buy Shiba Inu Coin on there. SHIB obviously up 12% today. I thought it might drop actually a little bit after we heard the whole Robinhood news that we're about to talk about, but still staying strong. So overall, doing pretty okay. But let's get into before any of that happens, do want to kind of announce that we do have our own NFT collection. I don't know if you guys saw our videos today where we announced this, but we have created our own NFT collection. All the holders of this, if you guys are the holders of this, go ahead and email us at financebro brand@gmail.com. But basically, as soon as we confirm that you hold one of the NFTs, you will be invited to a 1-hour Zoom call, and then the one person who owns this NFT will get a 30-minute Zoom call private with Kyle and I. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and use the second link in the description. Or if you just like the artwork, you can go ahead and buy one of these NFTs too. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get into the Robinhood kind of news that we have today. So, sorry, I don't know. I need to drink some water real quick. But anyways, Bloomberg posted an article. Robinhood had their investors call today to announce third quarter, how they did in the third quarter. I actually did buy Bloomberg Digital so we could get this article. But basically, Robinhood's crypto boom collapses with rivals crowding into the market. So the difference between Robinhood Markets Incorporated's crypto trading revenue between the second and third quarters is staggering. So crypto revenue totaled $233 million in the second quarter, and a lot of this was Dogecoin, and $51 million in the third. So what does this mean for Shiba Inu Coin? Personally, I think this means that Robinhood has their hands tied, and that they need to list Shiba Inu Coin in order to recover some of that revenue that has died off from Dogecoin. Because obviously, Dogecoin, we all know, was basically accounted for like 64% of crypto revenue for Robinhood. And obviously, Dogecoin is not the best meme coin. It's not one of the best cryptocurrencies at this point. Shiba Inu Coin is. So their hands are pretty much tied. If they don't list Shiba Inu Coin, they're leaving so much money on the table, and that is going to make their stock suffer, their business suffer in general. So that's kind of what I think it means. There's so many options for buying, selling crypto now. Even payment companies like Venmo are jumping in. I personally have friends that use Venmo. I don't to buy crypto. But anyways, the market for crypto wallets is saturated yet growing. A wallet could make Robinhood a one-stop shop for retail traders who want to dabble in stocks and cryptocurrencies. Another angle to Robinhood's crypto trading activity decline is the massive demand from retail traders for the company to list Shiba Inu Coin in its platform, and yet it hasn't. According to the latest filing, 64% of crypto revenue came from Dogecoin. So if 60% of their crypto revenue is coming from Dogecoin, imagine how much crypto revenue is going to be coming from Shiba Inu Coin. Take a look here. On CoinMarketCap, Dogecoin is currently the 9th overall crypto by market cap and is about double. It's actually less than double. Basically Shiba Inu Coin, and guess how much volume they do? They do about $2.5 billion in volume, while Shiba Inu Coin is doing $11 billion in volume. So imagine how much money Robinhood could make off SHIB. We all know this, but I'm sure Robinhood is not stupid, and they will be listing Shiba Inu Coin soon. Robinhood ain't listing SHIB. I don't think that Robinhood will be listing SHIB in the next couple of days, but I think in the next month or so, they have to list SHIB. They literally need to do it for their stock, for their business's sake. I would love for them to list Robinhood in the next couple of days. However, there's just nothing indicating that will happen right now, sadly, in the next couple of days, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks it'll happen. Your guess is as good as mine at the moment. And by the way, if you guys want to comment, then go ahead and subscribe, and that will be able, or make you able to comment. It's basically in subscribers only mode for the comment section right now. But yeah, also if you guys are in here, leave a like and subscribe, and also just get these comments flowing, and I'll try to answer as many comments as I can. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with Robinhood right now. Basically, the trading activity decline is the massive demand from retail traders for a company to list the Shiba Inu coin. So obviously, people are kind of going on strike right now and not really trading with Robinhood until they list Shiba Inu coin. So that is extremely, extremely good news for Shiba Inu coin. Next up, I do want to bring up something from Dell Crypto, and this is a really good guy to go to for some Shiba Inu coin news. Now he does talk about crypto in general as well, but one thing is that Shiba Inu coin is the third most Googled crypto in 2021, so that is extremely cool. He says this is why he thinks SHIB will flip ADA. Personally, that will take a while. That will take a little bit. But I also think that they will flip Cardano eventually. And then this is what I really want to bring up, is that Robinhood is desperate for SHIB revenue. So basically what that means is what we just talked about, is Robinhood literally just, how much was that? Like, they made like a sixth of how much they made in Q2 on their crypto revenue. So if SHIB, if they were to list SHIB, they would make a lot of that back because of the overall overwhelming support of SHIB, the SHIB army, and everyone on the retail investor side of things. So that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. But in November 2021, Vlad Tenev begging SHIB to join HOOD, and I would just agree totally. All right, let me get to some comments real quick. Will there be a dip? Looking forward to add SHIB today. I'm not too sure on a dip. I don't see a dip coming in personally, just from the technical analysis that I've done, and I'll do in a second. But no, I just don't think so. Possibly maybe a 5 to 6% dip, but nothing substantial. Let's keep sharing Shiba on Instagram and Facebook. I agree. Got myself a physical SHIB coin. Going to melt gold and silver and make some proper coins. Oh, you should sell those online. I think that's a great idea. Are there any other hot cryptocurrencies that you're interested in? Currently, I hold 6 cryptocurrencies. I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Shiba Inu Coin, what's it called? Terra Luna, and then I also hold Algorand and Polygon Matic. So I guess I hold 7. And those are the ones I hold. I'm not holding Satima Inu currently. I haven't looked into them at all. A lot of people have been asking us to make videos on that. Currently, we're just focusing on Shiba Inu Coin personally, though. But yeah, those are the ones I'm holding. Let me try to see. Boys, what percentage? Robinhood, set it up to buy automatically every week. I do actually have that going. When will SHIB come to Robinhood? That's the thing. We don't know when SHIB is coming to Robinhood. However, we do know that Robinhood is in desperate need of Shiba Inu Coin. But yeah, now let's go over to something that Shitoshi Kusama brought up, and that SHIB token just tweeted. So I'm going to shut up for about 27 seconds while we watch this video. This was basically the announcement that Shiba Inu Coin is sponsoring Nexus Aurora. So this means a few different things, but let's go over what's basically happening here. So this is basically how Shiba Inu Coin is not only going past the moon, but it is going to Mars. So here we go. Basically, you may already know that we're partnering up with cryptocurrency community Shiba to empower crypto and furthering humanity's development in space. We're starting to roll out announcements and initiatives across social media, and in that vein, we have a huge announcement. Basically, Satoshi Kusama has shown just how much they believe in us, and they gave a 0.4 billion SHIB donation. At the current market price, that's about 11,000 USD. But yeah, this is what it will be going towards. So social media sponsorship, a bunch of different stuff, Shiba token logos and links on the Nexus Aurora website. And this is the really cool thing though, the SSAM rover sponsorship, prominent display of logo on the SSAM rover prototype in development that will be deployed at the Mars Society test site in Utah. Regular scheduled posting on project updates across social media, featuring sponsored logo on renderings. And then also Shiba Swap sponsor the community and projects developed within Nexus Aurora. One year joint operations, approximately 350 million SHIB. So overall, Shiba Swap has kind of sponsored Nexus Aurora, and they are making this as a long-term play so that we can get to Mars with SHIB. So overall, cool sponsorship that SHIB is doing currently. Where do I buy Saitama? This is really just a SHIB channel. Personally, I'm not going to be talking about Saitama too much. Billionaire spent $1 billion on SHIB, bringing him 1 trillion SHIB. Let's go. Dude. I'm telling you, a lot of celebrities and also just rich people are getting in on Shiba Inu Coin right now. I believe a whale bought like 267 million yesterday, or was it billion? I can't remember. So much SHIB, basically. It was like $11 million worth of SHIB, and whales are getting in. But yeah, so let's talk about SHIB, where it's at right now. So we are sitting at about the 11th ranked cryptocurrency. The next closest one is going to be USD coin, but I really don't count the USDC coin. I count Doge as the next one. We're about 70 to 80% in gains away from flipping Dogecoin, which is going to be our next big thing that I think Shiba Inu Coin is going to be trying to do. And here we can see that SHIB is sitting up at the 48 level. We met a bit of resistance at the 50 level, sadly. We have a new all-time high at about 49.48. And overall, I'm really liking the movement of Shiba Inu Coin today. I really want to delete a zero, but we're gonna have to get past this 50 level first. Something that is extremely good news for SHIB is that our volume is back up to $11 billion. I was a bit concerned yesterday when we came back down from $15 billion on October 24th, and then yesterday we came back down to about $8 billion. But now we're sitting at about $11 billion in volume, and like I said, I think that this volume will last about a week. So we have about 4 or 5 more days to delete this zero that I've been talking about ad nauseum. But yeah, overall, Shiba Inu Coin, very strong day today. The next resistance that we're going to try to break is that 50 level. And I'll go over that in the technical analysis right now. But before I do that, let's take a look at the chat. Oh, thank you guys all so much for coming in. If you guys are just got in here, please leave a like on the stream. It really helps get this stream out to more people. And then also subscribe if you guys want to comment. Swap your SHIB for Saitama. Whoa, Ren, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You're telling us SHIB investors to swap our SHIB for Saitama? I can't even believe you. Where do I buy Saitama? Hey, Saitama is like blowing up our chat right now. I get it. It's the new hot crypto on the block, but this is a SHIB channel through and through. I've never felt as confident as an investment as I do in SHIB. I agree. But yeah, okay, let's get into this technical analysis. So here we are. You can see that the RSI is actually pretty good right now. We're sitting at about a 66 RSI, which is something I really like to see because it means we're not too overbought. Basically, if you guys don't know what it is, if you're at below a 20 RSI, you are oversold, and if you're above a 70 RSI, you are overbought. But right now we're in the 65 area, which means we're basically not overbought or oversold, but we are closer to the overbought area. Now this is something we talked about a lot, was this consolidation phase we had, and we had this bull pennant going, and we talked about this every day. We're like, hey guys, this is going to happen, and obviously we broke out of this bull pennant like we said we would, and now we are saying, hey, where are we going to get to? I cloned this leg and I put it up here, and this is pretty much supposed to show you where you're going to get to before you meet a bit more resistance. And per my calculations, we're going to get to about the 54 area before we meet some resistance. So I see about 15 to 20% more in gains personally before we do meet some more resistance here for Shiba Inu Coin. But yeah, I do see about 15 to 20% more in gains probably tomorrow, because we will continue to ride this out. But yes, so I do believe we'll make new all-time highs tonight, and then tomorrow we'll settle around the 54 area, although we do have a bit of resistance here at the 50 as well. But overall, we have the volume to do it, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. We are trending up on the MACD as well. All right, so sorry if that was loud. Shiba Inu Coin make me happy. I love Shiba. Enjoying your videos, guys. Keep it up. Thank you guys so much for the support you guys have been showing us. By the way, I need to take a drink of water. So what's the news with Robinhood? Okay, yeah, I'll go over that one more time. One more time. Yeah, I just realized a lot of you guys just probably got in here. So let's go over this Robinhood news. Basically, sorry guys, Robinhood just had their, okay, I like how Bloomberg has ads, but you have to pay for it. That's all I gotta say. Robinhood's just had their Q3 earnings call, and there was some really cool news that came out about it, and that leads me to believe that they need to list Shiba Inu Coin. So we'll go over this one more time because obviously there's a lot more people in here. Make sure if you guys just got here, like the stream, by the way. So Robinhood's crypto boom collapses with rivals crowding into the market. So basically what happened is that in Q2, Robinhood's crypto revenue totaled about $233 million. Now in the third quarter, they totaled about $51 million. So that is a massive decrease, about about 1/5 of the revenue in Q3 as they had in Q2. So overall, like obviously Dogecoin, if you guys can see down here, 64% of crypto revenue came from Dogecoin, and obviously nowadays Dogecoin ain't doing so hot. Like even with Elon Musk saying, hey, I don't have SHIB, I only have Doge, you can see that Dogecoin barely had an increase in price. It like takes so much, and they've just been on a pretty much a downtrend for like 3 months. They just can't recover from when they were at 69 cents earlier this year. But yeah, they basically Dogecoin is down, and that is why Robinhood's crypto revenue is also down, because they were about 64% of it. So that's why I think they have to list Shiba Inu Coin. And that's also what Bloomberg came to the conclusion of. Another angle to Robinhood's crypto trading activity decline is the massive demand from retail traders such as us, the SHIB Army, for the company to list Shiba Inu Coin in its platform, and it hasn't yet. So basically, this is kind of what I'm thinking is Robinhood literally has to list Shiba Inu Coin if they want to recover that revenue. And obviously Robinhood is down, I believe. If you look at Hoodstock, I believe Robinhood is down 8% after hours. So they are really kind of hurting from this crypto revenue news. Ren said, I swapped some of my SHIB profits to Saitama. All right, bro, I'm going to put you in timeout because you keep talking about Saitama. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put y'all in timeout if you talk about Saitama and everything, but if you guys continually talk about it and like put it in all caps, I will time you out. But anyways, that's kind of the news that came out. Robinhood is not doing too well in the crypto sector, and they're getting a lot of heat from Shiba Inu Coin investors and retail investors in general to list Shiba Inu Coin among other cryptos as well. But yeah, and then also, if you look at Dell Crypto, how much price expected till December end? So yeah, if you guys were wondering what my price prediction is, it's for tomorrow, it's 54 cents. Or sorry, not 54 cents. That would be absolutely amazing. For tomorrow, it would be this 54 right here. So I believe that's, if I just do that in my head real quick, I believe it's 10 to 15% gains by tomorrow. And then after that, we might have a little consolidation phase after that. And then we will be on our way to deleting a 0 and then next up 1 cent, obviously. If you guys just got in here, make sure you guys like the stream and subscribe. You guys can talk, by the way, guys, you guys can talk about Saitama if you want to in the chat. Just don't do all caps and repeatedly all caps in the chat, just because it kind of clogs it up. Sheesh, imagine 54 cents. Dude, yeah, we would all be rich. But that would also take a huge burn and just something that we're not ready for at the moment, but hopefully eventually we will be. But yeah, if you guys didn't already know, make sure that you guys get your free stock with the first link in the description. Get your free stock with the first link in the description. When you deposit $1, you get up to $70 worth of free stock. You can trade Shiba Inu Coin on public, so go ahead and do that. And then also make sure you guys, so I will be on here for about 8 more minutes. Make sure you guys put your comments down below if you have any questions about Shiba Inu Coin or anything else for that matter. But while you guys make those comments, I do want to show you guys that this is our NFT project that we just released yesterday. If you guys were wondering, hey, these guys have been talking about their upcoming NFT project. We just put it out. People have already bought, I believe, 4 of them. Yep. So if you guys are interested in getting involved in our NFT project, you basically get added to a 1-hour Zoom call with the other 12 people that have bought the NFTs. And then also you get a private 30-minute Zoom call with Kyle and I. Kyle and I will also both be at the 1-hour Zoom call. So if you guys are interested in that or just interested in the art in general, go ahead, and the NFT in general, you guys can use the second link in the description to, oh, actually it might not be in the description. Let me put that in the description. So sorry guys. But anyways, yeah, I'll get to your comments now. Oh my god, the comments are going crazy on my screen. Could SHIB hit a penny this year? SHIB hitting a penny this year is definitely possible. It is definitely a possibility. When is the next buy opportunity? Oh, actually, I am going to... my Mac is like bugging right now. If Shiba does hit 1 cent, do you think that's the maximum price it will go or even higher? I think it is going to be a Dogecoin type thing that happens with... sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm really bad at that. But I think it will be a Dogecoin type phenomenon. If you guys remember Dogecoin, when it went from 1 cent to about 11 cents, personally, I'm in a fraternity at college, and I went to my meeting that night, and literally probably about 40 to 50 people were talking about how they bought Dogecoin, and then they're up like 600%. I think as soon as it gets to 1 cent, people are going to be telling all of their friends, hey, I just bought Shiba Inu Coin, I made like all this money. You guys can too, and I think it'll be that type of phenomenon. So by the way, guys, I just put the link in the description, or link in the chat if you guys, and in the description if you guys want to check out our NFTs. But anyways, I think it's going to be that type of thing where Shiba Inu Coin is just being talked about everywhere, and then people just keep buying it. And obviously Dogecoin went from 11 cents all the way up to 69 cents. So I think we'll be able to hit 5 cents after we hit a cent. I think we will still be able to like 5x from there. But then obviously the hype may die down and we might get to unsustainable levels, kind of like how Dogecoin did, and then come back down to like the 2 or 3 cent area. But I do think we will be hitting a cent. Don't broke 5,000. I just got scammed by the SHIB giveaway. Only $30, but lesson learned. I don't know. Stop waiting for buy opportunities. Just add when you can. It is still very cheap. Very, very cheap. Trying to save a few bucks may cost you a heck of a lot more later. I would agree with you. It's very cheap right now. It's $11 billion market cap. We have a burn going on. So even if we hit or we just break another zero, you will be able to double your money. And then also on top of that, what's it called? You will double your money, and then it'll be continued growth as well. Let's see. Yes, El Chingon, I agree so much. Once we hit a cent, it will definitely trigger major FOMO. I don't think we'll just hit a cent and then go back down. I think we'll hit a cent and then people are going to be like, oh my God, Shiba Inu Coin actually hit a cent. I have to get in. But yeah, SHIB pump scam. How do you feel about one? Don't receive anything for free and don't give anything to anyone. Okay, you're putting out something that is impossible. No way it'll hit 1 cent by the end of the year. Please put out proper info. Too many coins have to burn. I don't think I ever said that SHIB would hit 1 cent by the end of the year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it is possible to hit 1 cent, and I can explain to you why. So obviously, for SHIB to hit 1 cent, at the current state, how much supply is out there, it would take about a $4 trillion I believe, market cap, which would obviously not be able to happen. But we are planning to implement things called burns. It is a big thing right now to be burning your Shiba Inu Coin. Tons of SHIB is being burned every single day. There's actually Twitter accounts you can see to see how much SHIB is being burnt. Not only that, we have a partnership with Now Payments to actually burn tokens. So as long as we burn a great amount of our supply, which we do plan to do, I believe, and then people keep on buying SHIB, and obviously people put about 80 to 90 million more or $1 billion more into Shiba Inu Coin, it will be plausible. I believe Dogecoin hit a $70 billion market cap at its peak, maybe even $75 billion market cap. We would just have to burn about 67% of our supply, I believe, if my math was correct, and then also add about $60 billion to the market cap, which is a long way away, but people start FOMOing in just like we say. But it is a possibility, and I understand that you've probably just heard the talking points from skeptical people and people who are putting out FUD that it is not going to be able to get to 1 cent. And at its current state, yes, it would be pretty much impossible to get 1 cent. But with the burning mechanism and then also just overall FOMO, we will be able to get to 1 cent. SHIB's pumping, is it? Let me check. We'll go back. Yeah, put your comments in the comment section below. Let's see what's happening with SHIB. SHIB's not pumping too much, unless this is just out of date, or yeah, SHIB's not pumping all that much currently, but it will be pumping to 54 cent level, in my opinion. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to bring up from Dell Crypto. Let's see. Robinhood app is desperate for SHIB revenue, kind of just like what we talked about earlier. I just think Robinhood needs SHIB personally. All right, we got 945 people in here. Make sure that you guys, if you guys haven't already, got your free stock from public.com. It's a social investing app. You're going to be able to see our public stock portfolio and also trade and invest in SHIB. Use that first link in the description to get involved with SHIB. And you'll get a free stock worth up to $70 when you just deposit $1 on the platform. And then also make sure you guys check out our NFT collection with that link that I just put in the chat. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get into some comments. Let's see. roughly, yes, 90% of the current burns, it can be achievable. Yes, even from my calculations, about 70% or 80%, if 70 to 80% of the supply burns, we will be able to achieve that 1 cent that everyone's trying to do. What year do we think we'll hit the 1 cent for SHIB? I think that it has to happen in 2022. If it doesn't happen by that point, it's really hard to keep the nation's attention or like the world's attention for more than a year. It's Vine. Just take Vine. Vine was about a 4-year deal. TikTok will probably be burning out at some point. Maybe not. Maybe it was just a Vine thing. But Vine was the most biggest thing for like 4 years. Then it eventually fizzled out. For cryptocurrency, Dogecoin was a massive thing for about maybe 3-4 months. I think Shiba Inu Coin is going to have a lot more longevity than something such as Dogecoin or a Vine. Dogecoin, not Vine. But it's really hard to keep all the attention on one cryptocurrency. You can already see in our chat, people are talking about Saitama. So like people are trying to already move on to the next thing. And I think it would have to happen in 2022 personally. And I think it will happen, SHIB getting to cent in 2022. SHIB is only $10 billion behind Doge now? Really? Okay, that's cool. I think 1 cent is possible by the end of the year. We just dropped a 0 in the last 3 weeks. If we drop one more 0 in November, drop another one in December, and FOMO kicks in, we will drop another. I think, the burn is just going to happen, personally. So who's going to volunteer to burn some tokens? Actually, me and Kyle did burn some SHIB tokens. So if you guys, there's 981 people in here. If you guys could please leave a like, that would be if everyone did it, that would get this stream out to a ton of people, and we can answer everyone's questions about SHIB and their concerns maybe that they have about SHIB. And if you guys have any concerns about SHIB, please put them in the chat. Vine fizzled out by it being bought out. That is true. That I don't want to talk about like why Vine like died, but I mean personally, even a year before Vine died, I literally deleted it off my phone. So crazy Tom Brady Tom Brady literally gave a fan of Bitcoin for his 600th touchdown. The key to Shiba longevity will be innovative and creative new things to keep it interesting. I would agree. Yeah, Garrett Scott, I would definitely agree with you. I think that is definitely a massive thing that needs to happen. When will a list on Robinhood? All right. I think we're going to go over one more time what happened with Robinhood, and then we will probably get out of here. So basically what happened here, we'll go over different things this year. Basically, crypto revenue went from $233 million in the second quarter to $51 million in the third. So the news here is that their crypto revenue is way down, and SHIB is going to be the thing to get their revenue back up. Another angle to Robinhood's crypto trading activity decline is the massive demand from retail traders for the company to list Shiba Inu Coin in its platform, and it hasn't yet. So basically, retail traders, if you look at the Robinhood app, one second. If you look at Robinhood's Twitter account, just look at all the comments. It's literally Shiba Inu Coin. SHIB. Literally a Shiboshi. Their whole thing is literally about SHIB, so they have to know, hey, we want to do this. But the thing about Robinhood is they're waiting on the SEC to give them clearance, basically. Robinhood shares tanked, so we believe as SHIB investors that we think that they need to list SHIB so that they can get their revenue back. Make sure that you guys leave a like on the stream. We just got 200 likes. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you guys are in here. Let's talk about this. For Robinhood, third quarter transaction-based revenue totaled about 267 million, with only 51 million coming from crypto currency trading. We already went over how much they did in the second quarter. Robinhood said that barring any change in the market environment, the headwinds that dragged down the last quarter will persist into the end of the year. So I think that they're trying to say, hey, unless we list Shiba Inu Coin here, the headwinds dragged down the last quarter will persist. So basically, their revenue is going to stay down unless something happens with crypto, because obviously Dogecoin isn't going to do it for them anymore. So they need to list Shiba Inu Coin. But obviously, yeah, they tanked. Total revenue came in at about 365 million, missing on 431 million that they thought would happen. But yeah, so let's say 365 million is the total revenue they did. Literally in Q2, they had 233 million. So almost 2/3 of their money that came in Q2 was their total revenue, and that was all from crypto. So they really need to list Shiba Inu Coin. Can you explain BONE and LEASH? Do those help SHIB? Or is it completely different coin that will dilute the SHIB followers? So there isn't much dilution from, like, say, a LEASH and a BONE. Here, I'll go to Shiba Swap real quick. Or Shiba token and then go to Shiba Swap. Basically, SHIB is a decentralized experiment, and it's obviously what we trade. But LEASH is basically was originally set to be a rebase token, but then we removed the rebase and unleash its full potential. But the total supply is basically supposed to be 107,000 tokens, and it represents the other end of their ecosystem spectrum. But yeah, it's basically just a way to a different thing to stake. And they use this to buy Shiboshis, and I'm pretty sure they did that in order to get more people to buy LEASH. But overall, we really shouldn't dilute our focus from SHIB unless you want to get into BONE, which is something that is extremely cool. I want to go to Shiba Swap real quick. BONE, you can earn a lot of money by basically staking. So you can stake your tokens to gain returns on Shiba Swap, and the BONE APY, if you bury it, is going to be around 1,300%. So obviously this is variable, but basically if you stake your coins, you're going to be able to own or earn a lot of BONE. And then you can obviously sell your BONE if you guys want. But they're just paying an abnormal amount of money to people who are staking BONE. But yeah, it's kind of the difference. Really, everyone should just focus on SHIB personally. That's what I think. But yeah, got over 99 million tokens right here. Oh crap, I just realized you guys didn't see any of that, but I'll just go over it really quickly again. Sorry guys, sometimes it just gets away from me. But you can see here, SHIB is the foundational cryptocurrency. LEASH was basically supposed to have a supply of 107,000 tokens, so it's supposed to be basically worth a lot more to the average investor, but obviously the market cap is just a lot less. I mean, if you take a look at LEASH on here, it is supposed to be the Doge killer, and it's worth about $1,700, but the volume is like $26 million. It's really not taking away from SHIB, because obviously they have $26 million in volume. We have 11 billion. It's not close, but there could be more returns from LEASH, just from a market cap standpoint. But then, yeah, BONE is also basically you just get to stake your SHIB, stake your LEASH, stake your BONE, and then you'll get BONE in return, and then you can sell your BONE in order to get those returns, is what it is. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it. Really quickly, I do want to go over everything once again. This is our profile on public.com. You can see here we own SHIB, and you can see SHIB has some great stuff on here. They put out articles on SHIB, everything. But if you guys are interested in buying SHIB on public, or you want to get a free stock, then go ahead and get signed up with public with the first link in the description. When you deposit $1, you're going to get up to $70 worth of free stock, and then you can invest it all in SHIB if you want. So use that first link. And then also we do have our own NFT project that we just released yesterday. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and use this link that I'm about to put in the chat. Or the second link in the description, and you guys can get these. You get some perks with it. If you guys can go check it out yourselves though. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. If you guys just got on here, thank you guys all so much for sticking this out with me. Hopefully SHIB gets listed on Robinhood soon, but if it doesn't matter. We're still going to be shedding a zero very, very soon, just from a technical standpoint. And yeah, so make sure you guys get your free stock. Make sure you guys check out our NFTs. Buy one if you're interested. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for coming through the stream. My name is Zach from Finance Bro, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe and like, everyone. Like and subscribe.